Things I wish I knew before giving birth to my daughter in a developed country, that is a first world country, for example New Zealand, as compared to my home country, that is Uganda, that is in Africa. One, in this country, when you give birth to a baby, it is your baby. Back home, actually now it makes sense why some of these developed countries, people are not giving birth as much as developing countries. Like for example, if you give birth to a kid in a baby in Uganda or any other developing country, first of all, you're going to have cheap labor, things like maids, live-in maids, babysitters. They are very, very affordable. Like for example, in my country, you can have a babysitter for like a month and then you pay them just like $50. Two, when you're having a baby here, it is your baby. You're going to take care of your baby 24/7. They're going to be literally your uniform. That's the way it works. Back home, we have family members, relatives, grandparents. They automatically know they're supposed to take care of their babies, their grandkids, or their relatives, something like that. In this country, your relative, for example, for me, my the mother-in-law and the in-laws have been so supportive. But in normal cases, usually someone doesn't have that privilege, and most of them are still literally working, so they're not going to be there to start babysitting your baby. So they don't have that privilege of taking the kid to the aunties, the babysitters, and it makes it so hard for women to balance everything. Two, the cost of living in these countries, everything is fucking expensive. Everything is so expensive that most people can't afford to have babies. They can't afford to just be there and they don't have the luxury. In this country, having a baby is literally a luxury. And some of them are doing manual jobs that they can't even carry pregnancy on top of being pregnant and then carrying a baby. Two, the other thing why it's so hard, back home someone can function, like a household of like 4 people, 3 people can literally function effectively on a single income. Like your dad is working and then your mom can stay home and just have babies, taking care of the household and everything. In this country, that's not the case. That's not the case. It's very hard to survive on a single income, so everyone is literally forced to work. I don't know which number I was on, but yeah, those may be the reasons as to why when you compare Africa and these countries when it comes to giving birth.